Welcome everybody, Abdul here. Welcome to the video training. This training is all about how to create and set up an email marketing campaign and attach that marketing campaign to our blog. You should watch the previous video if you have not already got an account set up with GetResponse. That is what we're going to be using to set up all of our emails as our subscribers join our database, also known as a list. So the first thing I'm going to do is go into GetResponse, and you need to have an account. And in the last video we showed you how to set up a trial account, so I'm using a trial account for the purpose of this training. So on the right hand side you'll see you're signed in, and you can see that it's already created and set up a default campaign. A campaign is just another word for a list. In Aweber this is known as a list. So I'm going to just open up this menu drop down, and I'm going to go to a campaigns list, and this will show all of our campaigns that have been set up in GetResponse. And again, all we're seeing here is all the lists that we have our databases. Now this is the default database that's been set up as we join GetResponse. So I'm going to create a new campaign, and when you create a new campaign, this is basically the name of your database. And remember, the database is what we are going to use to collect a list of people that we're going to provide some valuable information, as well as over time market and sell and promote our products and or services. So in this particular database I'm going to be collecting a list of people who are interested in internet marketing, and this is what I'm going to be using to give out my videos that you're looking at right now, the training videos. So in this particular case, my database name is going to be, it's all about internet marketing training videos. So that's the name I'm going to choose in this case. And these are the videos that you're watching right now. So this is the name of my database that I am going to be setting up, to which I'm going to be setting up a form, which I'll also show here live, and it'll be this form that will be attached to this database. And once you sign up to the form, which you would have done if you're now watching this video, because that form would have sent you an email, which we're also going to be showing you how we set up live here. That would have provided you some information on how to go and watch the video that you're watching right now, and that's what we're setting up. So internet marketing training videos, that's the name of my database. And you can see on the right hand side there's some rules that we need to, some criteria we need to follow in selecting a name. The name has to be unique across all of the databases that GetResponse stores, and the names can only have A to Z letters and underscores. You can't have spaces, and you can't have uppercase letters either. So I'm going to click on create new campaign, and this is going to go away and set up our database. And you can see it's now given us a message, your campaign was successfully created. So the first thing that I normally do, and let me just add here that I see a lot of videos on this topic of GetResponse. If you do a search on YouTube, you'll see lots and lots of training videos on GetResponse, which is fine. You should watch some of those as well. But what I'm doing here for you is I'm setting up our campaigns and emails in the way that I would normally when I'm marketing my products or providing value information to my subscribers. So that's the difference, I guess, that you'll see in my videos, is I'm actually showing you exactly what and how I set up when I set up my campaigns. So let's go into campaign settings. And we're setting this up live, so the videos that you're now watching have come through this channel of subscriptions. So the first thing that we need to do is, I like to turn off notifications, because I don't want to receive an email every time somebody signs up to my database. Now for you, this might be something you leave on for the first couple of days just to make sure your database is working, and you can monitor how many people are subscribing every day. But I turn this off because I receive hundreds and hundreds of subscriptions to my databases on various topics, and I don't need to know every time somebody signs up. I actually use the reporting that's provided by the system. So there's a lot of reports that we'll look at over the training videos that you'll see. You can log into GetResponse go into the reporting system and look at the graphs and the reports and see how many people have signed up over time. So we don't need to receive an email notification every time somebody signs up, and you'll see that it saves automatically. There's no save button on the screen. Now with this particular setting, it's got postal address turned on. Now this is something you need to learn about it, which is all to do with anti-spam laws. I think from memory, US anti-spam laws require an address on every email that goes out. So you need to be familiar with the anti-spam laws of US. I put in my business address for all the emails that I send out through my system here in GetResponse. So this, in most cases, especially if you're targeting to Canada, US or Australia, you need to and you should have this turned on. So I'll leave that on. Let's go to the next tab on the left hand side called Profile. Now here where I can add a title to our campaign. It's different. It's not the same as the other field, which was the database name. You can use the same name, but you need to make this sensible, because the database name that we have chosen, which was the previous screen, I'll just go back to that, was internet_marketing_training_videos. And the reason we have to do that, the key reason for having to do that, is because these names have to be unique across the entire GetResponse platform. So other people may have chosen similar names, and you can't use spaces and you can't use uppercase. So that's why we have to do it in a tricky way. And again, we're the only ones that see this particular name. It's for us to know when we have a long list of databases, so that we need to select a name that's closely related to our product or service, so that we know which database we're referring to when we select it in our list up here on the right hand side. When we want to work with our database, we want to create or set up emails for that database, we need to know what is that database. That's why I use this type of naming standard. So go back into the Profile tab. Here, this is the name of the title. This is the title of the campaign, and this will be shown to your subscribers. So I'm going to have it the same: Internet Marketing Training Videos. And these, I think, it doesn't matter what they are, the name, they can be the same as names of other people's campaigns, because it's only your subscribers that will see this name. So we select a category, and our business is all about internet marketing. And also we need to enter in a description. This is also something that your subscribers will see, and I'll show you where they see this. It's going to be when they subscribe to your database. They'll get a confirmation page, a thank you page, and this is where on the thank you page it will be described what they've subscribed to, and that's where your description appears, and also the name of your database using the title up ahead. So this is a training video series on internet marketing, and I might clean this up maybe afterwards. Internet marketing, I like to put down here the benefits that the subscriber is going to receive by subscribing. Again, this is shown when your user has actually subscribed. It's not the page used to talk about why they should subscribe, why they should sign up to your database. This is a thank you, and this is a confirmation page, and I like to provide more confidence to my subscribers of what they are going to learn, even though I describe that on the page where the form is going to reside anyway. So you will learn all about email marketing campaigns and how to use web forms to attract subscribers to your email marketing list. And I also like to put in here what that also means is the database. Campaign, so is that spelled right? Okay. So we can hit save. And I don't usually use logos, I don't use anything else here. I'll show you the confirmation page. You can select them and view what that is going to look like. This is a page showing when the user actually subscribes to your database. So you can see it's a thank you page. It's this. I thought this was actually the title, but looks like it's actually showing the database name. So at least we're making it somewhat sensible. This is now the title and the description that we've used in our thank you page. And this is the email address we're using. Okay, so we can close that and go over to the next tab, which is permissions. I like to turn off these two settings, and we can talk about this later on. Now, the from field, this is the email details that the user is going to get, and this is a confirmation message that the user will need to receive to confirm and validate their email address. Now, this is very important because you want to make sure your database is filled up with valid people. You don't want to have, you know, spam email addresses or fake email addresses in your database. So this is a very important step. Now, what I like to do here is I like to change the subject, because the campaign name, which is the name of your database, if that's in the subject of your email, it may not make sense to the visitor, the subscriber that has subscribed to our database. So I like to change that, and it really depends on what I'm using this database, what I'm using this list for. In this case, this is the database, this is the list that I'm using to allow people to subscribe to these training videos. That's the intent. So it's either a product, it's request for information or product delivery. So I might say it's, look, I want them to, they need to know that they need to action this, because they need to confirm their email address, otherwise they won't receive any information on how to download the videos that they've just subscribed to. So one of the ones I really like using is product delivery. It's somewhere in one of these, maybe I've missed it. It's confirmation request, action request, please. So look, this one's okay. Action request requested. Please confirm your subscription, or please verify your subscription. Let's go with a very simple one, and one that we know is going to fit into the subject area when they're viewing their message. So I'm also going to customize the message, because you'll see that the default template is this one here, which I don't, in my experience when I've tested these, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. And one of the things with email marketing is you need to be wary of all the anti-spam rules engines in email programs today. So I like to keep the email that are going out very simple. And the one template that I have found has worked really well. And again, it does depend on what it is that we're marketing. You'll see that there's different templates based on what we're sending. You know, there's an ebook request one, there's a database sign up one. I like to use this product delivery confirmation, because I think this really tells the person that's getting this email that this is something to do with some type of email they're receiving in regard to something they've subscribed to. So they need to confirm the delivery of that product, that ebook, that training, that newsletter, whatever that is. And again, I like this because it's very simple. It's plain text, so it should pass all of the anti-spam rules engines. You can put some text here if you like. I leave it blank, but I definitely put in my name, and sometimes I will put in my Facebook page or a link to my blog. Let's just leave it as is for this training. Hit save, and that now has been saved. Again, this is just the confirmation email that is sent to our subscribers. As soon as they sign up, they need to confirm their email address, and that is the message that will be sent to them in order to confirm their email address. Once they've confirmed their email address, we need to set up another email that goes out to them automatically. So that's what we'll now be doing. So we've just covered setting up the campaign. Our campaign, which is our database, our list, is now set up. Now let's go away and let's at least attach a email that goes out to our subscribers automatically. So on the left hand side up the top, you can see a menu up here, and on that menu click on dashboard to go back to the main menu. And what we're going to do now, once we're on the dashboard, we're going to go into, again, using the top menus, into messages. So hit on messages and then click on create autoresponder. An autoresponder is simply a way to set up emails that go out to your subscribers automatically on various days. So that's what we're going to talk about now. Now I'm not going to go through all of the different functions that are available here on GetResponse. There's a lot of tutorial videos that GetResponse provides, and you should look at those. The objective for me here is to teach you how I set up these emails in my own internet marketing business. Now, this is very important. Day 0. Day 0 means this is immediately sent on the day that your subscriber signs up to your database, and that's exactly what we want to do here. And scroll down, you can also set up, if you want your emails only to go out on a particular day of the week, well then you can set that up. For example, if you only want it to go out on Wednesdays, no matter when your subscriber signs up, the first email they'll receive will always be on the Wednesday, and your emails will always go out on the Wednesday if that's what you so choose. For me, I really want immediate communication to my subscriber, so they start to get immediate value as soon as they have subscribed. I want to build a relationship with my subscriber, so I don't care when they subscribe. As soon as they sign up, I want them straight away to immediately get my email that tells them all about what it is that they have subscribed and starts to teach them what it is that I want to teach. So I'll leave all of these turned on so that the emails can go out every single day of the week, and that's what, in my view, subscribers expect. If you leave too many days going by before you communicate to your subscriber for the first time, well then they're going to forget about you. They won't even know why they subscribed, and when it comes to the confirmation or your content email, they're not going to know what it is and who you are and why they're getting it. Most likely they may not even open it. So come down to the bottom and give this set of emails that you're now going to create and set up a name. And again, for me, it's very basic. I am simply giving out, I'm setting up some emails in relation to the delivery of training videos to my subscribers. So that's what I'm going to use as my autoresponder name. And it doesn't matter what the name is, it's only for our reference anyway. So I'm going to save that, and I'm going to hit on create new email. And this is where we can go in and start to set up the email, which is the content that our subscriber will receive. The message name, again, this is something just for our email, for our reference. So I'll just put in here delivery of training videos. Or what I think is probably more sensible is this is information on how to download videos, because that's what this email is going to contain. Subject, download, so it's going to be your download link to internet marketing training video. So that's the subject. Now it might not have to be that long or that specific, but at least this particular subject gives the reader immediate, absolute information on what this email contains. I want to make it clear to them this is something that they have requested and what is contained in this email. Again, we're competing with so many emails in today's times. People are receiving hundreds and hundreds of emails every day. We want to make sure our email is opened. We want to make sure the user, the visitor, the person that's receiving this email is actually going to click on our email and open it and read it, because that's the purpose of our database, is to send our subscribers valuable information that they have asked for, and we want to make sure they don't get lost in all the emails that they receive every day. So this is clearly articulating exactly what they're going to get in this email content. It's there, your download link to internet marketing training videos. The from email is the same. It's a default email that I've set up when I created my account with GetResponse. You can add more email accounts so that you can have different emails for different types of campaigns. So we're just going to leave the defaults. We're going to leave tracking on. We want to be able to track how many people have opened their emails, how many people have clicked on the links within emails, all that sort of thing. So we're going to keep everything as is. I'm going to hit the next step. And hopefully now we'll be able to set up our email. Now, GetResponse gives you a lot of options, a lot of templates that look really good on formatting your email. My experience shows we need to really keep these plain and simple. So I'm going to scroll down. On the left you'll see what's called HTML code editor. So we need to click that so that we can create and set up an email that's a little bit more plain, so that we get through all the anti-spam engine rules and it actually gets to the inbox of our user. First thing you should do is when you see this black screen, look down the bottom here on the left. You'll see a button that says Show WYSIWYG. WYSIWYG stands for what you see is what you get, and it basically means it's the word processor to allow you to type in the content of your email. So we just click inside and we can type away the message, and I've already got my content saved, so let me just go grab that and paste it in. Now I've just copied and pasted the email content that I had already prepared for this training so that I wasn't wasting your time. A few things I left out that I want to go through first. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to personalize our emails. We need to make sure that, we should always say the person's name in our email so we can personalize the email content. So to do that, remember we want to be able to capture their name, and we'll be capturing their email address so we know that we have at least stored in our database our subscriber's name. So let's say we want to say hi. On the right hand side of your screen, right over here, follow my mouse, right over here you'll see a menu called Personalize, and here you can see there are some fields that we can use that we have captured in the web form that we have yet to set up. So we can select that person's name. So this email, when they receive it, will actually have their name on it. So it'll be hi Peter, or it'll be hi John, or hi Susie, or hi Brad, or hi Steve. It's be based on the name when they entered their name and email address in our sign up form. Now the email is very basic. It's very plain. Thanks for registering. I'm excited to provide you this incredible training material, and the purpose of the email is really to provide the subscriber the links to be able to download the videos, the training videos. So you would have got an email like this. I may have changed it when you received it live, but it should be on the same sort of line. So I don't know what the links are right now, so I haven't provided those links yet, but when this goes live, when I post these videos up, there'll obviously be a real link that I'll need to go and update this email so that I can provide the real links to where these videos are. And I also don't know how many videos there's going to be because I like to break my videos down. Now, one thing I will show you, you can see there is a link that I've provided, which is an email address to help my subscribers in case they have any issues, or to provide a way for them to get in contact with me in case they have any questions. And the way that I've done this, I want to make sure this is clear, because this is a special link. It's not a link in the way that you would click on if it was a video where the video will open. This is a link down here that I have provided, and I'll actually show you how this works later on. But it's an email link, and when the user clicks on it, it actually opens up a new email message from within their own email program. And the way that you do that, I'll just show you the button here called link. If you click on that, it will show you what I've typed in to make that work. So you type in your complete email address. In my case, it is support@socialmediatoolsforbusiness@gmail.com, and at the start of your email address, before your email address, you type in mail to, without any spaces, mail to, and you put in this special symbol which is known as colon. So if you type in the link in this link URL field, mail to colon, and your email address, in my case it is support@socialmediatoolsforbusiness@gmail.com, and you click on the update or the insert button on that screen, then when the subscriber gets this email and they open it up in their inbox, when they click on this particular link, it'll open up a new message window, so they can just type in the message. It'll automatically have the to email filled in. So have a test of it. Send me a hello message or give me some feedback through email using that email that you would have received when you signed up to my form. Give me some feedback on what you think of the training and the video materials as a test on how that function works. Now, I'm going to highlight with my mouse the entire email, and I'm going to go up the top on my browser toolbar and hit edit and copy. I want to copy the contents of this email. Then I want to come over here, and you can see there's a button here called plain text, and I want to come in here and I want to paste in the email that I have just copied into this box. So I'll go back up to edit on my browser toolbar and hit paste, and what this will do is paste in the email that I had just set up into this box. The reason we do this is some email programs have been set up to not accept HTML emails. Now, if that's the case for one of your subscribers, they won't receive any content when they open up their email. So we need to also fill in an email in this box here. So we paste it in and we click close. And now I also like to send a test message to myself. So down here you'll see test message. Open up that menu and hit on send test message, and then select the email address to which you want your email to go to. So this is a test message, so you can see exactly what your subscriber will see as their first email after they sign up. So let's send that. That's been sent, and then I like to continue to the next step and save and publish, which is down the bottom of that screen. And that should take us back to a screen. Now here is the screen. We can see there's our first email we've set up, and it's on day 0, which means it'll be going out straight away when the subscriber signs up. And then we've got options to create and set up more emails, and we can decide how many days after that email goes out to your subscriber. So you might say, well, on the second day I want this particular email to go out. So in my case, I've given you access to all of the videos in the first email that you receive. So if we go back and look at the email message that we have already set up, you'll see I have provided every single video in that first email. I could have very easily just provided you, remember always to click show WYSIWYG to see your email. So I could have set up separate emails and sent out one after another every single day. So we can do that. So let's say we only gave them access to one email and said in this content the next training video will be sent out tomorrow. Okay, and we can do the next step and save that and publish. So I'll hit next step, and I'm going to go down here and I'm going to save and publish that email. And let's go in and on the next day create the next email. So you just click on the box and you can see now it says day 1. So remember, day 0 was immediately when they signed up, they get that email, which we've already set up. Day 1 now is the next day. So let's go down and we can say the name of this particular email is day 1 video training. Okay, click on create new email. We can say day 1 training video. This is again just a name for our reference. And we can select the subject, and we can say We can keep the subject the same. Instead of videos, I'll just change it to video, so they know it's one. Click on next step. And again, we don't want to use some of these glossy, fancy templates because we want to make sure our email reaches our subscribers' inbox. A lot of these fancy templates get blocked by anti-spam rule engines. So on the left-hand side, remember there's a HTML code editor. That's what we want to choose. That'll open up a black screen. We want to open up a word processor type of environment. So when this loads up, we want to click on the WYSIWYG button down the bottom here, show WYSIWYG, and this gives us a blank canvas to write our email. So I copied the previous email. So I'm just going to paste that content, that email content in here, and I've just changed it slightly. It now reads so that we're still excited about providing some exciting internet marketing strategies, training material. And what I've done here is I've said that you'll receive a number of these training videos over the next few days. So I've clearly told the user to expect more emails from me, and I've given them now video 2. Okay, and we've also said you'll receive another video tomorrow, so we need to set that up as well. So I don't know how many videos I'm going to end up with, but I'll have to come in when I've saved all these videos, when I've uploaded all these videos. I'll have to come back and create and set up an email every day, because that's now how I want these videos to be delivered. One video a day, and I'll set up the links to where they are and the emails appropriately. So video 2, video 3, and that's how we will set up the campaign using GetResponse. And you'll see now we'll have 2 boxes filled in with email content. So I'll now set up over time, each time I save and create one of these videos, an email that corresponds to that particular training video, and we'll have, you know, multiple series. So maybe by the end of this training we might have, you know, 4 or 5, maybe a whole week full of content delivered to subscribers one day at a time. Okay, so that's all I wanted to cover in this particular training video. I'll see you in the next video.